Hey, today we are going to talk about the changes to the Black Widow colored pencils. So, if you have been around the adult coloring realm for a while, I am sure you have heard of Black Widow. Now, they do come in an obnoxious array of different sets, but who knows, one day they may come all combined. So, the traditional Black Widow, here's an example, is this nice black matte finish. It's like a hexagon barrel. It is a color dipped end, which is always appreciated. And then it would have the writing like so, and then you would have a symbol because they came in different sets. So there was the Black Widow set, the Cobra set, the Scorpion set, Skin Tone Light, Skin Tone Dark. Then we had the Monarch set. And I've got a straggler here. We had the Monarch set. And then we had the Dragon set. I think I named them all. I'll list them in the description below. So I wanted to show you however, so because they're in different sets, if you want all 180 something that it comes out to, you will have to buy all the different tins. And you'll notice that there are so many different styles. So, like I had showed you before, here was the Black Widow with the red writing. Here is a Cobra, and you'll know it by the Cobra symbol. But this is now gold writing, and they've moved the text upward. And in fact, not on this one, it's the Scorpion that they changed it on. But it's easier to find them because you know, just looking by symbol, here's Scorpion. So on Scorpion, you can see the difference. Now also Scorpion, instead of red or gold, is now white. Okay, but again, the symbol is at the bottom. But you'll see they swapped them around. So they put the set name here. The color number is still in the middle, but now the color name is here, which I actually did not like because when you get halfway through your pencil, that name is gone. I also do not like that the number is right here because again, you know, you got a third of your pencil left and then that number is gone. So it does become quite the guessing game down the road. Now here is a Monarch. This is where they changed it up. Now it says Monarch up here. This is a bad example. Let's get one that you can read. All right. So the symbol, excuse me, the symbol moved up to the top. I mean, no matter what you do, darn if you do, darn if you don't, because no matter where you move things, something's going to get cut off with so much info in a pencil. But now the symbol's up here. It says Monarch, but now they've moved the number and name to the bottom-ish, because now we have this huge color-dipped end, which I actually like, because it adds more color to when you open it. Although I have no problem with the straight black ones here. It just made it a little easier when you go, I know I'm looking for a green. You can kind of look for the green bottom, you know, as you're going through your numbers. So that helped quite a bit. By the way, I store mine in numerical order instead of, they're swatched in color family order, but stored in my case in numerical order, just because with the black barrels like these, it was getting a little hard to find things. So numerical order solved that problem. So that's the Monarch set. Let me see if I have any Skin Tone Light. Oh, I got a lot of Monarch over here. I know towards the front of my thing here. Okay. So then you have the Skin Tone Dark. Here's a Skin Tone Dark. This is when they first started doing the color dipped end with the band. Monarch, it just went a little bigger. But then again, here we are. This one has the number in the middle, but the name at the bottom at least. And I believe I have a Skin Tone Light one. Yep, okay. And here is a Skin Tone Light one. Same thing, same size color dipped end, and then the same thing here with the design. Now, I had to replenish my stores. Oh, backtrack. Dragon. All the dragons, since I store them in numerical order, were actually in an order and not filling gaps like all the other previous sets. So it's funny because like all my dragons I know to just go to the back. So that was pretty interesting. But let me pull one out of those real quick. So same design. So they basically mimicked the design on the Monarch and just did that for Dragon. Just different color writing. So as you can see, at least the code is closer to the bottom, but again, you get a third way through your pencil, that code goes away. Okay, now I had to replenish, and I had basically all of the original Black Widows. So Cobra, Scorpion, and the Black Widow set I was running low on, so I bought more. And when I opened them, I was like, what the? So I was caught off guard because they have a different little style now. So let me just pop this open. They're always plastic wrapped on the inside, by the way. Now these come in 24 sets. The skin tones, that plastic is so loud. These skin tones come in 12 count sets. Monarch, oh my gosh, was 48. Dragon, I can't remember off the top of my head. But, so here's the new design, okay? So I thought we would go through and compare them since I have purchased all the originals. Now we are, Monarch and Dragon have not changed in style. So this is a Scorpion set, and here I have Burnt Orange, OG Burnt Orange, and the new Burnt Orange. Now, you will see that they still have the obnoxious name up here, so bye-bye as you get through. But they have now added a color dipped end to it, just to kind of help add, I think they got a lot of feedback. Black Widow is a small company, and the owner, you can actually talk to the owner directly on Facebook, so it's pretty cool. But I think he got a lot of feedback about, you know, just the black barrel, although I think it's really cool because then the lead just pops. But it is a pain to find. So like now you got a burnt orange end, so it's a little easier to find in a case. So they have updated them. Now, when it comes to the formula, they feel to me to be the same. In fact, I will use both of my burnt oranges and just show you. But burnt orange new, burnt orange old. So the color is exactly the same, so you don't have to worry about like if you go to replace any issues. I would say I feel like the new ones seem to have something in them. I don't know if it's like a, I don't know. It's hard to explain. But I'm on camera and I'm trying to explain it to you. So the layering and the feel is the same, but you do kind of notice almost like a filler. Like they've changed up the filler a little bit. And the filler reminds me a lot more of the filler in the Monarch set. So that's kind of the formula change, but I don't want to call it a formula change per se, because when you go to layer and blend, they react exactly as the originals did. It's just they feel more like the Monarch pencils. So whatever binder or filler they had in these Monarchs, I think they have moved over to this new design. So you have the color dipped end and just that different feel, but they both go down smoothly. I mean, they both picked up the grain of my desk just fine. And they honestly, color-wise and everything, are the same. So yeah, I just wanted to pop on and show you this in case you are new to Black Widow or you're going to replace some missing Black Widows. Just be aware that's the only change I've noticed. It just feels more like a Monarch now, but it's still the same Black Widow. And you don't have to necessarily go and buy a full set like I did. It's just I use all of the colors. So I knew I was going to need a spare of the color eventually. You can order these open stock by reaching out to the owner through Facebook, and I'll try to remember to link that in the description below. If I forget, let me know. But you can reach out to them and order it, but you need to pay for shipping from Australia. So just keep that in mind. And so it'll take a little longer and it costs a little more. And because I use all the pencils, it's more cost effective for me to just buy a new set. But for some, maybe you just use a certain color more than others, then it would be more cost effective to order open stock. The one thing I do plan to test is I had a troublemaker color, Space. Yes, this one here. Space from the Cobra set. So in a different video, I plan to test it out because I am going to order multiple Cobra sets because this is one a lot of people have complained about with me, that it just keeps breaking. Like, it's only this short because of the breakage. I actually want to use this color, but I can't because I go to sharpen it and it just so, but I've noticed a lot of people complaining about that with the Space. So I want to see if the new set has fixed that issue because I'd really love to use this. It's a really dark, beautiful purple. In fact, I'm going to leave that little guy out to remind myself to film that. All right. So if you're curious about the changes, now you know, and let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. Until next time, take care. Bye now.